Coming into the 2017 legislative session, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle said the number one priority was the budget. A nearly $1 billion budget hole left the state scrambling to find new revenue. Processes in the past included borrowing from the rainy day fund and looking for one-time funds, but none of those options were on the table. The legislature had to find new money somewhere, and over the course of the session, leaders on both sides of the aisle were engaged in a debate over where exactly they were going to find that new money.
Is that right?
I believe so.
Hi, I'm Ben Felder with The Oklahoman, and as the legislature is completing its session, we're in Oklahoma talking to voters. Are they getting what they wanted after an election year last year? What do they think are the steps to filling the budget hole? Right now I'm in Reno, west of Oklahoma City, a very conservative town where voters say that they may be open to raising taxes, but they do remember that just a few months ago, lawmakers that were campaigning for a re-election said that they were opposed to raising taxes. They said that now they feel like the legislature is maybe leaning and giving more attention to special interests than average and everyday Oklahomans.
My name's Matt White. I'm Mayor of Reno. I've been mayor for I think 11 years. I'm the fourth generation El Renoite, I guess you'd say. So, the last couple of years have been really good for us. Oil and gas has been good to us. The growth of Canadian County has been real good for us. A lot of that's contributed to the city of Oklahoma City's growth and what they're doing. And it's just kind of coming this way. El Reno's always been kind of a working class farm community. When they voted for Trump, I think they wanted change. They wanted something completely different. And I think they really went a different direction. I'm a Republican and been a Republican all my life, but it was kind of tough for me to vote for Trump. I like Chris Christie. I like John Kasich. Those are my type guys. Myself and people here in this coffee shop get frustrated with. We know teachers need a raise, but we also know that you need to look at, redefine the whole thing. Just don't throw money at it, but get to work.
What are your thoughts on what's taking place this year, and what would you like to see?
I would just love to see them get together and pass this budget. Especially, we definitely need to get these teachers, have these teachers get the raise. That's where, for our kids, and education for our kids. And I would just like to see them come together and sit down and get this budget.
Are you of the belief that there needs to be some new tax, or do you feel like they have the money to figure it out?
They should have the money they already need. They just need to learn how to spend it a little bit better.
Okay. And what would that look like to you? Where do you feel like there's some waste right now?
I don't know. It's every year you hear about the teachers need this, schools need this. At the end of the year, that's what they start on. They start talking about, schools need this, schools need that. So maybe they need to learn how to spend their money a little bit better.
I think selling alcohol on Sundays and let the counties decide that, I think it's great. But is that the number one issue right now? The 10 Commandments on a piece of land, is that the number one thing that we're fighting for?
When I read the article and found out that the Democrats and the Republicans, the people just sat down for the first time last week, that's crazy. We've got to start working together and come up with some solutions. This Democrat Republican thing, we're all Oklahomans. All I've heard is that we're looking for more revenue. But I haven't heard that we're looking to look where we can cut or consolidate or, things like that.
In the business sense, we have to. There's things that we can't purchase and are overdue, and because every year's a little bit different. And I think our legislature and no offense, maybe our governor too. We're spending maniacs or whatever you want to call it, instead of trying to reduce the amount that we are.
We've reducted here in El Reno, through attrition. We don't hire a lot of people. We've done things by getting more equipment so we can use less manpower. We've tried to save. I've done partnerships, like I told you, so it doesn't come out of our coffers. We've had to run this like a business and make this thing work on our side of it without raising taxes. Now, say that the citizens want to do some more roads or a water park or a new senior citizen deal. Well, that's what the good thing about having bond issues and doing things. Let the people decide and tell us what they want to do.
feel like they've got enough money, they just need to figure out and use what they have, or do you feel like maybe there is a need to find new revenue?
No, I do definitely think they need to find new revenue some way, whether it's through the cigarette tax, fuel tax, or whatever. They definitely need to find some kind of new revenue. In the national elections, and these Democrats, Republicans, and it's also happening in the state legislatures. They talk about that the people. That's what the people want. This is what the people want. And they need to go to work, and they need to get together and let's get it for the people. They say we've got to do this for the people, do this for the people. But all right, let's do it. Get together. Quit politicizing everything and get it done.
So you don't necessarily see it as that there's an area where they do need to raise taxes. You just feel like there's maybe to spend their money more wisely, be more efficient.
Yep.
Well, with the fuel tax, I mean, just tell me about how would that impact you? Why would that be such a big impact to you?
Well, I mean, I live in the country, so I drive back and forth every day. So I use quite a bit of gas. And I use gas out on my acreage and stuff like that. So, that affects that too.
El Reno, Oklahoma is right smack dab in the middle and is benefiting over the oil and gas play. The oil company's done a lot for El Reno. Chesapeake, we did a great partnership with Chesapeake, and we got a brand new on and off ramp that they helped participate in that we did with the state of Oklahoma. I mean, a new exit ramp. That gives us 4 exit ramps off I-40. We did a great partnership with Halliburton to do some sewer lines and stuff. I mean, it's been great. But let me tell you something. Am I stuck on the 3 or the 5% on the rights, on the percentages? They have the money. The oil's here. Let's just work together. Let's be conscientious. Let's be good partners. But that needs to be a cost of business. And I think that's where the legislature loses a little bit of this whole luster of things is that as a mayor, I work for you. I mean, the pothole, I got to fix that. And I got to go to the grocery store or church Saturday night or Sunday and look at you in the eye and say, how come it's not done?
Next time I go to the polls, I'll remember.
Okay. And what do you remember? Did you hear them talking a lot about raising taxes during this last election cycle, or what did you hear them?
You don't hear them talking about raising taxes. You only hear them talking about they don't want no new taxes, don't want to raise no new taxes. That's pretty much what you hear.
Yeah. And is that important to you when you're voting? I mean,
it's an issue, yeah. One of them.
They all want to lower taxes when they're running for an office.
Yeah. Don't necessarily happen too often.
I pay enough taxes.
Yeah. So do you feel like taxes are already where they should be? I mean, are you?
I think they're enough.
Do you think the legislature's in tune with average voters, or do you feel like they're still pretty focused on kind of big corporations? Or kind of how do you feel like that balance is going?
I still think they're pretty much focused on the big corporations.
Do you feel like those companies are paying their fair share?
The wind companies?
Well, the oil and gas or corporate,
Not really.
No.
But I mean, they're a big part of this state.
I think if they could all get together and the voters would send a message to people, hey, quit jacking around, get to work, let's get this thing done, and let's think of long-term thinking of this stuff and tell us what it's going to cost. Don't vary from that, stick to the plan, and I think that people will do it.
I don't care where it comes from, as long as we're making good decisions and making good decisions with the money and what we do with it.
We'll see what happens this next legislative session, but I think generally, people are tired of them bickering. Overall, get to work or get your butt up.